Yo, 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 good morning. Real quick, we got 30 seconds until the open. Make sure to read the kind of middle left of my screen here. SPY game plan of the day. Good morning, Timmy. Good morning, Sandollar. Good morning, Mel. Aloha SF. Good morning, Deuce. Just in case you guys have not noticed, I went back and I turned it into members only mode today. Figured we had enough of the drama. Might as well keep it members only for a bit again. Good morning, Green Candlestick. Good morning, First Light. Market is officially open. Remember, the top left and bottom left chart are the exact same levels. One is the 1 minute, one is the 5 minute. The far right charts, top is the 30 minute, bottom is the daily. Those are using the same levels as well. These are for swing trading and looking at bigger time frame analysis. These are for day trading and looking at smaller time frame analysis. I should probably put like a thing on my screen that says smaller time frame, bigger time frame, like in a big thumbnail thing. Sometimes it's complex. Good morning, Green Candlestick. Hey, man. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, I get what you're saying. I was like, what is he saying? I forgot the guy's name till you said it. No, not even just him. There were a couple other people, too. That guy actually wasn't even that bad. I was just having fun with that guy. No, it was, there was just so many other pieces of drama. Not having it on members only mode, it's like, what the hell? Like, you'd think these people are like, these people think I'm like saying like, buy this, sell that. Like, I never do that. I wish they would actually listen, because then they'd realize like, oh wow, this guy's trying to give me a game plan. I'll trade it myself. Because right now, guys, we're against all-time high supply. Yesterday I tweeted this. Yesterday I put it in Discord. We officially hit the all-time high supply. Now that doesn't mean, oh, we're definitely falling through the floor. No, we could definitely be just short-term rejecting, building base, then push new all-time highs. Because again, that's going to be needed to even push a new all-time high, not just to reach it. But pretty interesting that that's where we made our high of day yesterday. If you look at this chart here, that's where we made our high of day, was into that zone. As we rejected, we came down, and we have a slightly lower open, but nothing crazy. So we're going to see here over the first 10, 20, 30 minutes what happens, and then we're going to go off of that information and see what's possible. What do bears want? What do bulls want? That's what we need to be asking ourselves every single time we look at this chart. But yeah, didn't really gap down much, as you can tell, so nothing to really note there. There's a really strong part of me that wouldn't be surprised if we just started pumping today and did go touch all-time high. But then there's that other part of me that's like, well, we don't really have to do anything. You know, we could just reject the previous day high, stay under the supply of all-time high, and also not break the previous day open. We really could form an inside candle today. They really could make everyone pressure before anything happens. There's also not that much news today. I believe it's just bonds. Let me check the daily update channel and chat real quick. Yeah, we have a bond auction at noon, and that's it. Unless you guys care about New Zealand holiday. All right, sorry guys, I was kind of brain farting. We held over today's open after 3 minutes. We're only 2 minutes past that. We're still just kind of hanging out here under supply, so nothing really new here. In a couple minutes, we'll go over Triple Q, SPX. We'll go over a lot of the top weights. We'll go over some of the market weights, its sectors, top sectors at least. I don't like to cover every sector, but we will cover at least the top sectors. But how's everyone doing today? I missed a lot of messages. Good morning, Paper Hands. Good morning, Alexis. Good to see you. Good morning, Dividend Bull. Also good to see you, man. Good morning, BB fam, says Mikey. Good morning, Mikey. Yeah, bro, been waiting on New Zealand holiday all year. Dude, they have so many, I swear. Every time I look at this website, every other day it's like, it's either New Zealand or Japan. It's like those two countries just love to have holiday. I don't know if that's like an actual thing, by the way. I'm just laughing at it. Good morning, David. Good to see you, man. David James. God, we got a few Davids in here again. David Army stacking up. Good morning, BB fam. What's good? What's going on, Vanessa? How are you doing? Please stop banging the keyboard. Have I typed yet today? Did y'all hear me yet? Good morning, Ace. Please, not the same story as yesterday. You know, yesterday really wasn't that bad. I think it was just annoying to a lot of people because of how slow it was. You know, like, if you look at the daily, that was still an alright candle. But, yeah, no, I mean, the pace of it was definitely annoying. So I don't blame you guys if you found that a little bit annoying. Your typing is my alarm clock. I can't remember this guy's YouTube username, but his Twitter is VGAYKIN. If you're here, I remember who you are. I just don't remember your YouTube handle. I'll be honest. But if you're here, speak up, man. I'd love to see what your opinions are on PayPal. I saw you. I'm looking at Twitter on my phone. I see you posted on about PayPal. Mid-January calls. I actually like that chart a lot too. I just think it's got a lot of slow movement coming its way. I think a lot of people think PayPal's going to pop off, but I genuinely believe it will over time, but it's going to take forever because a lot of people think that. I don't think that's like a non-generalized opinion. I think it's just going to take its time, but I do believe PayPal will go up over time. Good morning, Kem. Good to see you. Ace wakes up in terror. Yeah, apparently. Can you talk about how you manage swing trades when they gap up overnight? Do you immediately sell it open to protect profits? I'm curious. What was your game plan? Remember, what is our absolute? What is our where do we always retract to? Our game plan. So what was your game plan? Did it hit your target? Did it not? But yes, gapping up can definitely cause some emotional drift, I should say. It's going to definitely add emotional, your own emotions. You're going to invest a lot more of those into your trade because of a larger move. Plan your trade and trade your plan, exactly. Close my eyes and fray. Now, you will, of course, end up with those scenarios where it gaps up and it's not really like enough to go hit anything crazy. But, at that point, it really is. It's like, all right, well, let me focus on, does it gap up over previous day high? And if it can't, well, then you see a slowdown point, You could maybe exit early and then look to re-enter. You could just stick with your game plan and maybe raise your invalidation point or just keep it there and just see what happens. But in all reality, gapping should not affect you. If anything, those are like blessings in disguise, because sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're a piece of shit and they go against you, they gap down, you're in calls and you're like, damn it, I wanted to hold, but then it gapped down and now I'm down really bad. Even in those moments, it's really not good to try to pretend or anything. Like, stick to your game plan. What was your invalidation point? What was your target? And it's like, all right, whatever, move on. Another thing with swing trades that can be very annoying when you're like starting out and trying to grow and trying to get into like getting a process going is catalyst. Catalyst can be very annoying. News can cause all kinds of moves, but you will not be experiencing this all the time. This is something you'll maybe experience a couple times a year, if even that. And in my general opinion, too many people will have it happen like once or twice, and then they'll sit there and they'll blame it on news like every other time something gaps up or down. It's like, dude, I hope you realize, like, as we approach earnings, more news is going to come out. If they have a horrible quarter, they're going to stat pad before that earnings comes out. They're going to make themselves look good before anything comes out, right? When Apple knew a global economic slowdown was going to happen on semiconductors, what did they do? Again, considering they are pretty big and invested into that part of the world, they told everybody, hey, we're probably going to lose a lot of money because we're going to have to move our factories. There's a lot of effing money. We got to move a lot of our stuff. And they said this before the earnings came out. Guess what happened when the earnings came out? They still dropped, but it would have been a lot worse because they stopped the bullet before. I mean, they still got hit by the bullet, but they stopped some of the pain a little bit. So, stat padding. I mean, that's what it is, though. And this was a huge trend post-COVID, because when COVID hit, I mean, it was kind of like a no shit. Every company was going to post a couple quarters that were like, or not really that good. And every company that came out during any catalytic event, COVID, Ukraine, any of the Russian drama, any of the Taiwan drama that's still going on, like any of the Middle East stuff, if any stocks were infected by this, a lot of those companies called it out beforehand. Now, they didn't say, oh, we know the war is coming, we know this is about that. No, but they'll straight up tell you, hey, we're getting a slower demand or supply. They'll give you a bunch of fancy words for saying, hey, we're not going to be making as much as we thought we were this quarter. And then when that earnings comes out, it's like, hey, okay, well, they told us this. It shouldn't be as of a no shit type move. It's all psychology. But now, again, that isn't something that's going to happen every time, but something cool to think about. All right, guys, enough of my talking. Let's look at a couple other charts. I see SPY's just kind of slowly tinkering higher. Hasn't really taken anything on smaller time frames, on bigger time frame. Really nothing. We're just moving up. There's really nothing else here. Now, triple Qs. This one is a little bit more interesting. This is against previous day highs. We had a nice higher open on the 5-minute. We pushed up into it. We wicked down, slowed down again. We're still slowing down on this candle. And you see a little bit of building a base here on the 1-minute above the open. So a couple things to take away from that. That looks a lot better than SPY. Go to SPX. Well, that looks like shit. Let's go to Apple. Apple looks all right. I mean, it kind of sucks they lost their open here, but they built it back here, built a higher low here. They really just need to pop a new high, so we'll see if that comes in, which that would help the market. We could see Microsoft also sitting right above their previous day low. So they're at a breaking point, which I kind of posted this on Apple yesterday too, that Apple's kind of at a breaking point on bigger and smaller time frames. So could start seeing large moves in Apple and Microsoft very soon. Talked about this the past couple days, not just last week, but also yesterday. But those not moving or those going against the market, that's my single indicator for, okay, this is probably what I need to focus on then. Oh my God, Amazon. Is Amazon finally going to break out from its... I can't show you on this chart. My bad, guys. I had to type to tell somebody something in my chat. Hope that didn't offend anybody. I know you guys are like not as emotionally weak as that person, so I'm just joking. Green candlestick, great job with that update on Tesla 261.50s. That is beautiful. Vanessa coming right after that and saying Tesla overnight swing definitely paid nicely. SPY is hanging around the high from 1220 before profit taking just happened. What's up, peoples? Oh, he's saying what's up to Jonathan. My bad. Tesla Rippy. I absolutely can't type today. It's okay, dude. I can't type any day. And yeah, I was kind of looking at Amazon thinking the same thing. It's funny that those are in the same exact sector. Let's go to a single chart real quick because I've really got to look at some bigger time frames. So Amazon is something I was posting yesterday because I just thought it was interesting that they're above the next level. and the fact that they've built, did I do it on this one? Yeah, this one. That it has an inside bar here. And I put this in the premium chat because I just thought it was interesting, but it's already kind of ruined most of it. But if it can hold either of these two levels as a support, that'll be very bullish. Vice versa to these two levels down here. If anything rejects, and over time they get back down there. But Amazon is squeezing a lot, is what I'm getting at, and the same exact thing is happening to Tesla, except Tesla's actually pushing higher now, so that's a very good sign. This was the chart I wanted to show. So this is one I've been kind of going over. I've just been going over the fact that we are against a really nice resistance, but we just aren't giving out. This was the time to pull back, right? They should have given us a rejection here, and then that would have pulled down. If that's when the bears wanted to step in, that's when they would have done it, but they did not. We ended up holding support, held the higher low, held the higher close, and here we are pumping now. So was it going to happen today or just in a couple days? Yeah, probably. We're going to get our make or break decision eventually, but nice higher open, and they pushed over all of the highs that are outside of that zone. So very, very nice push by Tesla so far. Again, this is only the first 15 minutes. Not get too excited, but still very nice moves, which makes the XLY chart probably very strong today. Yeah. Again, if you go to the Analyze tab, well, I mean, you can see their top weights right there, but I meant go to SPY, and then you could see, oh, these are the top weights of SPY, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, where is Apple and Tesla? I mean, Apple and Tesla, Amazon and Tesla. You go to consumer discretionary, and you'll see, oh, these are how much they are of SPY. You can go to XLY, and you can see how much they are of XLY. So, yeah, by far, these are the two largest weights in the XLY sector, which is a very large portion of SPY. It's not anything like tech or healthcare, but it's still a very nice portion. That's probably what's causing a lot of this just slow grind up this morning, guys. Let's be honest. That's probably most of the reason right there. Energy doesn't weigh enough to do it on its own, but it is moving higher in the same exact fashion. So is healthcare, which again, healthcare is the second largest sector in the market. Tech, very flat, not moving at all. So yeah, I'd keep my eyes on tech, considering they're not doing anything. And then maybe just the sectors as a whole. The top 5 sectors. You don't have to look at energy, but if you want to, you can. I'm looking at this because since the news came out, this is now like the new low of our range, and they're holding that today. So interesting enough to see that we're holding the gains since the news came out, which would mean in the future, energy could be trying to work itself back up. This is, again, because of news from pressure overseas. But I like the energy chart a lot. I think over time this will probably improve and look a lot better because it does look like crap right here by itself. But if it were to build some base over 86, that would look really nice. But overall, I already kind of like the look of it. I think over time it's going to start building back higher. We'll see, though. Looks like we're just getting low volume on the sectors. Nothing crazy. Which that was pretty expected this week. I think anybody outside of that is wild. New high of day Apple, good call out. So now that we had this big move on Tesla, we have to wait for pullback. No, I mean, I'm saying it's breaking out now. Like, it's probably breaking out now. You just need to wait because it's only 8:47 in the morning. It's 17 minutes on that daily candle. So it's just hard to sit here and be like, oh, that daily candle's breaking out. Well, it's only been 18 minutes. So it's kind of hard to stick with that. Good morning, Matthew. I cut one of my Tesla swings for 15%. We'll wait for some basing for a possible continuation move. Look at that. Good planning, Alexis. Kind of moving on from what you did and seeing what's next. And already planning it. Therefore, when it happens, you're not sitting here hesitating or freaking out or wondering what to do next. Be sure to drop a like on today's stream, guys. We start getting some new viewers. I guess there's not as many people streaming on YouTube during the... I don't know what people call this week, but this is a week of where, like, nothing happens. Like, it's low volume, price action is weak. There are good moves across the market. Do not get me wrong. There are great moves across the market. Still a lot of opportunity. But a lot of people just kind of, like, leave this week. You know how many people I've had, like, message me and be like, hey, are you streaming this week? I'm not normally in your chat, but blah, 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 blah. It's kind of funny, like, we're one of the few people streaming every day in this week of complete deadness. Amazon's at golden pocket. Good job, Timmy. I'm assuming you mean golden pocket of its breakout, right? Yeah, okay. That is probably what you mean. What is going on here in video? What was I drawing here? Oh, I was looking at the potential retest of the downside. That's old. Now, if I had to draw a previous day supply, it'd probably be like right here on NVIDIA, because you got the previous day high down to the next TA routine level. We opened up against it, wicked, pulled away, filling overnight gap. So this is a chart that really is like 50-50. Huge plays can come from NVIDIA outside of 492 and 496s. I like that one a lot. My bad, guys. I'm about to type real quick. I was typing, NVIDIA range is very nice. Look for moves outside of structure between 492.20s and 496s. Just giving people a game plan. I like that one a lot. Where's my baby AMD at? I've been posting this one pretty much daily in the premium chat, just as a game plan. Like, this is what you can look above, below. They started up higher than 144. They're now holding base against it. I actually posted I'm pretty bullish on this chart as long as this holds. But if 144s were to give out this previous day's high open right here on this candle, if this was to reject, this would probably bring a pullback, not just to fill the overnight gap. So we'll see what happens here. Actually, I'm not even going to post it. Y'all already heard it all. Just leave it how it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I know somebody who's, like, almost always trading this. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to call anybody out. But he's killing it on this. Ken Griffin has said that Miami could overtake New York as a financial hub. Alright, see what you guys are saying in here. Coin ripping? Yeah, coin's on fire. Targeting 269 price soon. Sherman, I was actually looking in chat because I was like, I wonder if Sherman said anything. Miami anything? Yes. I mean, Miami's on the map, man. In multiple ways. They're on the map. Even if they don't actually become the financial hub or whatever over New York, who cares? Still pretty impressive they're even mentioned. See you, Alexis. Have the same area on watch as long as these supports continue to hold. And yeah, guys, SPY buyers are still present. But we are moving into supply, a previous day high. Checking our triple Qs. They're kind of just still holding that base we talked about. Nothing crazy there. SPX grinding up. See, these are the charts that kind of give me the scare of like, okay, what the hell's going on here? Because this is clear demand. We opened under it. We were rejecting it. So until we get over this, this is very scary for short-term tech buyers. And I'm not going to say the same thing is happening on Microsoft, but we're on the 5 minute. Okay, making sure. So here's the previous day low demand. They're holding it. So it's like two different things going on right now. But at the same time, the price action is the same from their open. So very, very close, important levels here. Previous day open. And honestly, previous day supply is pretty big. It's like right there, but I'm not going to draw that. But they went up to previous day open, smacked that, and now they're here against this previous day low demand. So pretty important key areas on Microsoft and Apple being tested from two different directions. NVIDIA just still in that range we talked about. I didn't quite see if this went over any levels. Let's see. What the hell is this level? Okay, we're good. It's just ugly up here. So we probably have a supply like right here that I didn't draw. We got this supply here. Okay, so it just needs to try to hold 154. If I went from this low to this high, we're at the control point. Okay, and golden pocket at 1, which I wouldn't draw that fib that way. That's not, I would not be tracking this candle. I'd be tracking where did it break past, but the level it broke past is 154, so that might as well be your focus. I would definitely add today's open though on Amazon. How many of you guys, by a show of hands, when you, like on Amazon here, let's say like if a new high was made past the level but it didn't make it to the next one, do you guys draw that high, or do you just kind of note that in your head? Or nothing? Do you just do nothing about that? I'm just curious how many people track that or mark it or just kind of note it in their head. They don't need to draw it on the chart. You know, whatever your preference is. You draw it. You mark it. Your low of day AMD could call up by dividend bull. Yeah, they did. They moved some stuff there, Sherman, but it wasn't like. Y'all even have like the. Don't y'all have the crypto bull in Miami, or is that somewhere else? I don't even remember. That was a while back, wasn't it? But yeah, y'all started creating like your own financial hub down there in Miami. I say down there like I'm in New York. But you know what I meant. Jesus coin. Y'all should see this chart I have. This thing is insane. So like me and my bud Sinful go over this a lot together. And this chart is crazy. Like we like jokingly said, oh, you know, all it has to do is surpass this zone and it should have clear range to 200. And now it actually looks like that's what it's going to go do. This chart's been getting bought up like crazy. I mean, they built some base down here, broke out, retested on November 8th, and price was under $90 a share. They are now double the price on the same rally. That is crazy. This is one of the most impressive rallies over the last 52 weeks. You got a crypto bull? Oh, that's right. That's right. But yeah, coin daily, kind of one of the most impressive charts I've seen in a while. That one almost is as impressive as Boeing. I mean, these are two that I think of together, even though they have no relation. Coin and Boeing have had very similar reversal points. You could see too, like Coin still looked really good, like it was gonna want to go more. You can see the same thing on Boeing, like all this rallying. You think like, oh, it's gonna slow down soon, and it has, but it's just building base above the area it was trying to get past. Now it looks like it wants to build base to move higher, until proven otherwise, of course. Possible reset candle on the Roku chart. Here, we can actually draw that. We don't have to do trend lines. So yeah, 93.98, very important level on the Roku chart on bigger and smaller time frame. Why do we have IBM on our chart? Did I mean to add this? There's no way. Yeah, let's get that off our screens. When did I add IBM? I'm genuinely lost now. Must have been sick out of my mind. But how was everyone this morning? Damn, we have over 70 people in here. I'm honestly impressed because this is one of those weeks that people just kind of write off. And it's okay if you do. I'm not, again, bashing anybody who does. It's great to have time off. Great to get that refresh, and no better time than this week. But I'm still impressed that over 70 of you are in here. Be sure to drop a like on today's stream. Drop a comment of the tickers you're looking at or any updates you might be looking at. If you're in Discord, hit us up. Let us know what you're looking at. Triple Qs are breaking a new high. SPX up into previous day high supply. Apple's at current day low. Microsoft building, I want to say base above previous day low demand, but they're very ugly right now. Nvidia, very indecisive chart as they're just holding their range. Amazon looking like it wants to just keep pumping. Same for Tesla. I mean, XLY is just on fire. Man, that's nice. Seeing movement on something. Should probably add halfway points onto this. I mean, isn't that wild, though? It actually looks like it does when I go do all that. Just getting screenshots for chat. Anybody in Discord who might be looking at this. I know we got a lot of Tesla lovers out there. I don't know about Amazon, but I know I like it. I like looking at Amazon. They move a lot. Check this out, though. This was the last thing I had posted yesterday. Well, not the last, but one of the last things I posted. Oh, right here. So I was going over Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, just because it's interesting to me that they're at very crucial parts of their charts, and they're the heaviest weight in the entire market, XOK. But Amazon, inside bar again. Tesla is still at breakout level spot near 258s. Big moves coming to a store near you soon. And that was all I had posted. Now we have really nice moves on Tesla, well over 258s, trying to hold 154s on Amazon. So that one's kind of getting started with its potential inside bar break. I mean, it's really like 5 inside bars on this chart, but I'm just trying not to make it too complex. Just trying to stick to the breakouts. But it looks like it does want to try to make it to 155s if it can continue holding. So, of course, invalidation point would be the loss of 154. Remember, guys, do not just plan targets and talk about the euphoric part of the trade where it's like, oh, if I make this much money, I'll take profit here and here. Why don't you also talk about the invalidation point if it goes against you? Where are you going to get the hell out of that chart? Make sure you guys are going over the invalidation points as much as you are your targets. Do not just cover one or the other. see what we got going on here. Oh my god, it kept going. That's another 1.5% up from when I last looked at it. I just saw your comment, Benny. That is nuts. It might as well just go to 200 before stopping. It might as well. That is very impressive. Spy at overnight high. Good call out first light. I like that. I don't normally call that, but that's very nice. The extended hours high, the overnight high. Looking at Chevron. High volume on 5-minute hammer on Spy. My bad. We'll look at CVX here in a bit. Aloha. We'll look at it in a little bit. Look at the daily again. But yeah, energy stocks are definitely not bad to look at right now. Just to see, get some charting on them, get some review of what moves may happen soon if they do end up holding base. Because some of them did break trend a little bit, but see what happens next. I know a lot of the guys in our chat like to look at Oxy, Chevron, and Exxon. Those are like the top 3 people like to look at. I can't even trade my favorite energy stock because it doesn't really have like an options chain that's like worthy of trading that heavy. But Energy Transfer is by far one of the best energy companies in the world. Not just here in America. I consider them to be one of the best. Tesla surpassed pre-market high at open and hasn't turned back yet. Yeah, Tesla's a beast. Tesla, Coin, Amazon. Those are 3 big movers. Meta's not doing bad. It's just not getting highlighted as much because it's not doing as well as those 3. But yeah, those are 3 that are doing very well today. Looks like Amazon slowed down pretty heavily though. Tesla continued some of its gains, and of course Coin just doesn't really care about anything. Coin just on a mission. I'm curious if I can look at that one website and see if there's any big buyers on Coin, which I mean we know there is, but it'd be cool to see who it is. Let's see, last 3 months, purchases only. Coin. Nothing on this site. Alright, let's go to a different site then. Damn. Over the last year, insider buying is up to 52.6 million on Coinbase. That's just between 2 people. Look, it's Tobias, or I can't show it, but Tobias is on here. It's not actually him, but I would be interested to see the real numbers on inside buying and selling on that one, as well as how many hedge funds got into that over the last Shit, just month and a half. Not even 3 months. I was gonna say 3 months, but month and a half only. Last month and a half has been pretty heavy buying for Coinbase. We know Kathy Woods is on that, but there's of course other people who are not as outspoken as she is. She's smart though. She's trying to play the whole, oh, well, if the government's getting into crypto and you'll do your own coin, blah blah blah. Like you guys should want to be positioned, blah blah blah. Her and like 2 other really big banks are doing that. So I generally don't blame them, because if it ends up passing and all that, it works and crypto does become a regulated thing here, you could see crypto pump very heavily. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of those bigger hedge funds that are taking that risk on those are still in it. They have a hard on for it as much as they did when it came out. So it looks like Coinbase should be fine over time. Plus, I think another thing that adds into Coinbase, and you guys are hearing this from me, I hate crypto. But Coinbase was the only one to really survive out of it all. You had a lot of problems happen with, I can't remember all the names of them now, but there were like 3 or 4. Binance was one of them. There was a third one that wasn't really as big, but it was big and known to like crypto traders. That one got taken down. One of them had problems with like a CEO. One of them had problems with like funding or something. Like all these different brokerages had problems, right? And Coinbase fought through it all and survived. So over time, I would not be surprised to see Coinbase continue holding its gains. Yeah, Bitrex, there you go. Like a lot of them died. A lot of them fell off, and Coinbase is still here. And again, I am in no way, shape, or form saying get into crypto, but I would say Coinbase has some resiliency compared to other crypto brokerages that have not survived this long. Which is funny, because I think if you were to ask me that question just a couple years ago, I would have told you, oh, Coinbase isn't going anywhere. I think a lot of people would have told you that because of the dominance by some of these other crypto brokers already. But yeah, Coinbase definitely showing some resiliency. I would not be surprised based off that one simple fact alone that it holds its gains just under 200 for a while. And that's coming from me. Y'all know how much I talk down on crypto. You still gotta report it. You still gotta pay taxes on it. Sounds like it's regulated as the US dollar. Oh, AMD. AMD crucial levels, 143.60s pop. You actually could see a nice breakdown happen. Watch their previous day close. That's a very important level just underneath that. Netflix looks like crap. They're under there today's open. Why can't every chart look like that, you know? Nike. That one, we're probably going to ignore Nike for a bit because it's been since its earnings, so we're going to have to wait on that one to build some base over time, but I will not take my eyes off it. Costco, same thing. They just kept pushing new all-time highs. They're holding most of their gains still. Ten-year building base. Oh, let's go to SPY. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't tell if you said Moderna or MMA puts. I was like, why are you shorting MMA? Yo, this dump is nice though, right? Oh my god, Mel's gonna freak out when I send him this screenshot. Mel's gonna freak out. Mel, are you here? Mel's gonna lose his mind. Yo, nice rejection so far. I'm just gonna tag you, Mel. Nice pullback so far. Still nothing super crazy yet, though it does look pretty scary on the 1 minute. But this is just a nice reaction of supply, a previous day high. Aggressive pullback. They did break today's open, but they seem to be fighting for it again. So again, the level of focus is what, everybody? By the order of operations, what is the next level of focus right here in front of us? Who can tell me? Yes, Eric. My bad, bro. I was reading Discord. You answered correctly. He said today's open is the next focus. Who controls it? Yes. I don't even know if Eric's in stream or not answering me like that. Oh, you're answering there because you don't have the membership thing. Okay, okay. I know why you're doing that. Never mind. I'm stupid. But yes, Eric, you're correct. You could say the PML, Julian, but the focus I was trying to look at for you guys for this just quick question was today's open. Sorry, I'm like brain farting. Today's open. This is where we pulled down to. This is what we're reacting to. So the next focus is this level. Today's open. Whoever holds it or breaks it gives us good directional control. Now, outside of that, you could add other things. If you're like, oh, PML or 475, or if you have something outside of that as well, Julian, or anybody else listening, that can also play into it. Like I said, add your variables over time. If you have 5 things telling you it's selling and 1 thing telling you see a buyer, it's probably pulling back. Stack those signals to get you in those trades. Don't just find one thing and be like, I think it's going to do this. No. Good stuff, David Q, on your mental poots. I like the fact that you still did that. He said he liked it on the pullback from Wednesday high supply using current day open as price target. Nice, David. That's exactly what me and Mel just did. We like the pullback under the previous day high supply, and there wasn't really a clear target. You know, once it broke this, you really had to aim for today's open. So, really nice move so far. Great job. 87% Mel, you got me beat, I think. I think I only got... Here, I'll look. Oh, you might have beat me, actually. 250.00. 250.00 divided by 340. Yeah, I only got 73.5%, actually. My fill was messed up. Yeah, you beat me. Good stuff, Mel. Mel, also great job, because you and me were literally looking at the same thing at the same time, man. I like that. Crypto Fear and Greed Index is 73 out of 100. The Fear and Greed Index is 80 out of 100. Both indicating extreme greed. Well, actually, the crypto one's only showing just normal greed, but extreme greed on the normal markets. I say normal, the equity market is what I should say. Oh wait, I gotta do math for Noxta. I'll do it. It's 190, 190, add 2 zeros divided by entry cost. 86%. Actually sold as that candle came up. I didn't sell in the perfect sell. There you go, Jay. I didn't want to give you like a huge breakdown. I just want to give you a simple review. Look at the 5-minute at today's open, guys. We're like fighting it really hard. We broke under, shortly retook it, lost it, wicking back up. Very nice bullish hammer, trying to hold in the 5-minute now. So, possible reaction. Is this going to come up and give us a better lower high for another big pullback under today's open? Or is this going to hold and we're going to hold range today? We're going to make new highs. Could really do a lot. Good job, Mel. Was this the runner from the first play, or were you in a different one? Took mine at low of day. Great job, Sherman. So yeah, it looks like Sherman saw the same thing. It looks like Mel saw the same thing. Noxta saw the same thing. Leland clearly. Sherman. Who did I forget anybody? A lot of people. Good job though. Everybody seems to be on top of it. Again, don't feel like, oh, I missed out. Everybody caught this and I didn't. No, it's just more reps. Don't get onto yourself. Noxta's been doing this for a couple years now. You know, he's been going over this for a while now. This isn't his first rodeo. Sherman's been at this for years. Leland's been at this for years. But it's just finding confidence in the chart. I wouldn't sit there and like beat yourself up for like, oh, I missed that. Good morning, Zeke. You just missed a bunch of breakdowns. How you doing this morning, Zeke? Good to see you again, man. Zeke is one of the boys. Haven't looked at anything. Wait. My bad. I haven't looked at anything so far this week. How's it all going so far? Pretty good, honestly. Yesterday was just meh. Today, small scalping opportunity so far. But nothing really crazy outside of that. I really wouldn't say you've missed much. Maybe the test of all-time high supply, but I mean, wasn't really that quick-paced. And you can see the reaction so far just from today's price action. This is the most we've really pulled back from that area so far. Yesterday and today. So just really looking to see just reactive moves against all-time high supply. Pretty normal. But I do love the amount of ranging happening above 467.50, 469. And the fact we're up against supply. I mean, there's two things that can happen from here for bulls. They come down here, hold another higher low, pump. Or they just do it here. A lot needs to happen for the bears to really get them back into the chart. Not just for a good rejection. Of course, that can happen multiple times. But a break after the rejection, that's going to probably take some time. There's just a lot of room here now, a lot of consolidation. And this is a clearly bullish trend. It's just not going to be pretty as they're breaking out. No close above previous day close. Good look, Sherman. It's a good note. Good note. No close above that previous day close. Seller wall on ES at 48.25. Here we go. It's breaking. Good looks, Julian. Thank you. Doing well, chillin'. Thanks. Hope you are too. My bad. I'm like reading everything like a teleprompter. Fool, I just saw what you said. I was scrolling up to see if there were any in-between responses between that. Fool just straight up in the middle of like everybody dropping trade reviews goes, I didn't even know huge red candle was coming. I need to study more. I don't think anybody knew it was coming. It's just betting on probabilities. Figured a bit slow. Coin 185. Yeah, coin's moving like crazy. Actually, Zeke, check out Coin, Amazon, Tesla, and Meta. Those might be the 4 that are moving very well today so far. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. Alright, I'm back. How about Roku? The way you spell that, I swear. Hold up. I promised Aloha we'd look at CVX first when I went to the daily. And then we'll look at that. Ooh. Okay, yeah. This is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. I like the base. I like the reactive move. I like the short-term hold. You might need a better retest of 150s or just a range trade here longer. But CVX definitely warmed up. I like that a lot based on the levels we did together like a long time ago. Now this one's a little different because I need to remind myself, where was that area again? Okay, it was here. All right, we're just gonna, we don't day trade Exxon. Let's just fix this. This is the area I am focused on. No, price level tool. There we go. That's like all the price action you need to focus on now. That. So this would be a good like median area. Building base so far, that already looks good for short-term calls, I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's only been an hour since the open. It's easy to say that. Definitely should not be looking at that yet. Energy. They're still fighting 86. Okay, so that one's not all good by itself yet. I didn't even check oil futures yet. They're also reacting on that same kind of area. Alright, Roku, you said. Roku. Alright, now remember, we were bearish on this. We took profits on these 2 days. No, it was this day, because it was definitely when it actually moved. This day happened, I was like, holy crap, thank God we didn't hold. And then this happened, and afterwards, like, wow, I wish we would have held. No, I'm just kidding, we didn't do any of that. I actually ignored this chart till I realized it was down here in 88s, and I was like, oh, damn, made an inside bar, broke out. So now what you're seeing is a possible bullish inside bar breakout if this candle can hold over 93.98. Now, I know it only has to hold this candle. Hold on, we got a lot going on here. Moving that so I can see. That looks so much nicer. So essentially what we're looking at holding is between 93.28 and 92.65. But because of how short term this is, I would love to see it hold this instead, the 94, a higher up level. If not, though, that would be sufficient enough, but it'd be better to see it hold over 94. So possibly seeing a bullish inside bar retest breakout happen here soon. Again, invalidation is what? Like, yeah, we're bullish on this, but until what? The loss of the golden pocket. Then that kind of just puts it back into square one. But I like the look of that a lot. I like Roku a lot. It moves a lot. You just can't look at it every single week. So that's why I like to take those in between breaks. Now, I wish we would have been looking at coin a lot more. My boy Sinful did a good job on that. Netflix has my attention as well, mainly because of the... Well, one, the breakout over its recent like huge gap and how it's not just like getting over it once but a second time, but also the fact that it's got this kind of squeeze effect. Whoa, I'm not going to actually draw these, but it's got this kind of squeeze effect where the highs are converging, the lows are converging. So something is about to happen on Netflix. And if you go across to like literally every weight, all the top tech weights, they're kind of doing the same thing. Amazon and Tesla were just doing it too, and they started moving finally. Are all of them going to go up? No. You'll have some of those break down. What's up, Bueller? Happy holidays, bro. What do you think of Shop? How you doing, Maps? I'm always happy to see when your name pops up, man. I always have you and Oscar in the back of my mind, man. Shop, though. Let's look it over. On the daily time frame, I'm assuming. Here, we can rechart it together, too, because I have genuinely no idea what I'm looking at again. You were probably the reason I charted it last time. Let's get some monthly levels going. Took some more on SPY using the fibs. Nice. Sherman. Downside plays, upside plays. I'm assuming downside plays. I'm assuming you took the high of the move to the low of that drop, and then you took the fib of the in-between move, Sherman. Is that what you're doing? He said LFG, Poots. Nice, Sherman. Nice, nice, nice. Here, real quick. I gotta go see it. It's the high of the move to the low of it before the reversal. And look at that. Golden pocket is where they rejected. If you go to the woman, it's probably a lot cleaner. High, lower high. Good job, Sherman. Round of applause. Round of applause, Sherman. Round of applause. Check post charts. I will check post charts, Julian. I will. Get back to shop. We'll pull up post charts real quick. Oh, here you are, Julian. Nice! He literally just did what I was showing on the file. Yes! Yes, 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 Julian. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I like to fucking see. Yes. This is how you trade. This is actually trading. I'm so proud of you guys. If y'all have access, check post charts channel. Very beautiful. 1 minute was what I was using. LOL, thanks, dog. No problem, Sherman. I can instantly see what y'all are all going for. And when y'all answer me yes, and you're like, yeah, that is basically what I did. I'm like, okay, thank God. Like they're doing the order of operations. They're doing everything in order. They're playing the right levels. If the next level is there in front of them, that's what they're going off of. Not, oh, but my target's way down here. Blah blah blah. Like, no, you're focused on the game plan. I like that. In order. Awesome job. Seriously, I'm proud of each and every one of you. Midterm retest. Still haven't finished the vid, but looks like it. Yeah, you could call that a midterm. It's kind of like the hidden retest, like we'd like to see, where it's in the range. It's hard to see, but yeah, that would be one of the retests that we covered in the video. Which again, guys, if you have access to this video, I don't care about getting likes on it, but dear God, please go watch it, because you all are in here hearing me every day say retest this, retest that, but then you'll sit here and be like, what's a retest, or like, how do you actually draw it or actually trade it? Watch this video. I made it just for you guys. Well, not just for you, but it's for you. And thank you everybody who's been dropping comments. I mean, a ton of you already have. I'm not trying to discredit anybody. You guys have already done a great job showing your support for this kind of video. So thank you very much. Very long video. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. If you get through it, I'm proud of you, because it is a pretty big video. Let's go to the weekly on this. Yeah, my bad. Maps the Great. I've been taking my sweet time on this chart. All right, so this is like a supply, and they broke it. You have a bullish demand, another bullish demand. I'm not going to do the whole candle. I'm adding a level here, not doing a whole zone. Actually, I don't want to do it this way. Let's do the recent price action. So here is this all-time high? This is all-time high. That's right, they had a split. I was like, wait a minute, didn't they hit 1,000 at one point? So get that. Man, if y'all were around during those days when shop was hundreds of dollars, one of the craziest moves ever. I love our system of zones because it actually has rules. I've seen way too many videos of people covering zones and then they don't give you like a rule. They're like, yeah, you could tell there's a clear resistance here. Like, can I tell that? Every chart's going to be a little different, so it's nice to have actual rules on why you're drawing a supply and a demand a certain way. And that's why I like my zones a lot. Supply and demand needs to have rules. You can't just say, oh, well, if there's a clear consolidation here, that's a clear area of demand. Okay, but where exactly is that demand? Oh, it's somewhere down there where the support is. Okay. Like, that doesn't help you at all. I can tell you exactly, like, oh, well, on the reversal point, if you go to the low of that move to the top of the last red candle before it came back up very heavily, that would be your area of demand. Oh, it went up to resistance? Oh, okay, well, it probably hit that, made a lower high, and then if you draw the high of that move to the last open of the last green candle before the reversal, that would be your supply. So there's actual rules and actual levels on where you're getting these areas. It's not just random. But, talking about shop here with Maps the Great, I do like that they pushed past 75, 78. I like this potential basing here. This kind of has the same feel as Roku a little bit, where it's like, it's definitely bullish, but it might be giving you a short-term kind of like range here. Where again, we're on Roku, we saw it push up, and then it's like trying to hold a reset candle. This one's not really holding anything yet. It's just in range still. But I will say this. I like the fact that it's holding this low still over the multitude of days. It's not just like, oh, 1, 2 days, then it pumped. Like, no, it had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. It's still here, not making a new high. So it's got a lot of consolidation here, which, as you can see, it's probably what it needed here before making this move. So maybe it's doing the same thing to reach the next zone. If not, though, invalidation is clearly under the short of that, or the low of that move, to show you, hey, maybe bears are trying to fill this overnight gap. I do remember that, Sandella. You're pretty heavily on your BBY and Shopify updates. I do remember that. I drew it like this because it looked good. Yeah, that's how most people draw supply and demand, and it's sickening. It's like, what? You don't have any actual rules on why you like this? SPY coming down for a second round? This is crazy. And look, like the pullback of this, they reject the golden pocket. The pullback of this, they reject the golden pocket. The pullback of this, they're rejecting the control point. Like, this is basic fibs. If you guys aren't drawing this, you just haven't watched enough videos, or you haven't gone through enough of our content, or you actually haven't been listening. And I'm not getting on to anybody here. I don't think anybody here is doing that, but I'm just saying, like, these are pretty easy fibs to draw. It's just nice to see the pullbacks. But right now, we're possibly losing today's open. We tried to do this once and failed, so right now we're going to see if this is possible. Thank you, Maps. Sorry for taking so long. Glad you liked it. Check post charts again. What did you do? Yo, good stuff, fool. He said he caught some mental trades on some candles. A 1 minute mental trade, 1 to 180. Good stuff, fool. My bad, Julian, getting to it. There's a lot of posts in chat I was like catching up on. I don't just look at Trade Floor. I look at Premium, I look at Lifetime, I look at everything. Let's see, though. Julian, yes. Yes. Oh, Julian, you're making me very proud, man. I'm very proud. See, now this is stuff, Julian, that I expect from Mel. And Mel can add on to this if he wants to. He doesn't have to, but you hold up. Sorry, I'm reading more. You drew the fibs the right way. You're looking at everything in the right order, and it's funny because like this is stuff I expect from Mel because he's been doing it long enough. I'm like, I expect you to see this fib without even drawing it. And I can see you're kind of going for the same thing, dude. Seriously, great job. That it's not something you just look at and you see over the course of like a couple tries. Like, no, this this takes a lot of time and pain and agony and stress. But through consistency and discipline, it can be made a lot easier. Oh my god, yes, Mel. He got another one on that same one. Julian, Sherman, anybody else who took that second one, you guys are also in line with Mel's trade, so good job. He said, another fast one, LOL, done deal for me now. Got it all out of my chest. Good job, Mel. Proud of you, man. So many people in here calling out the same stuff. I love it. Literally the exact same trade, target hit, and not... Dude, yeah, y'all literally did, like, Julian, Sherman, Mel, Leland, Noxta. There's a ton of other people, too. I just can't remember everybody. 220% in total. Check charts again. Brother. What'd you do? Yes. Literally going, like, showing everything we were just going over, but, like, all at one. No, dude. Oh, my God. Y'all need to check out post charts. There's an entire story of price action in there today. I'm a proud BB father today. To everybody. Everybody in here. You guys, you've earned this knowledge. You deserve the results. Especially some of you guys who've been in here for like a year plus, 2 years going on, because like this is your time to be seeing some results. I'm not going to say like every other week you should be expecting. No, you shouldn't be. You guys know what I think about expectations. You shouldn't have them. But you should have a plan. You know, over the course of a few years, you should be getting mental reps to the point of almost it pushing you to take real trades without even really thinking about it. It should feel natural. And until it does, you're just not ready. It's okay. You just need to take more mental reps. It's not really like, oh, my results are shit, that's why I can't go live. Like, it's not about that. It is about, it's just get as many reps as you can until you feel comfortable with what you're trying to go for. No matter what you're going off of, indicators, your system, anything. Good stuff, though, guys. Not even an hour and a half, and everybody's already kicking ass. And yeah, probably more blood if you finally get the new low, which they haven't done yet, but they're close. We can go to Dat New if y'all want. Dat New. Hells yes, there we go. There's the final pick to that story. Going to look now. Hit that new low. Your main target. Honestly, Julian, seriously, man. Like, I try to tell people this, like, because there's hundreds of people that go through different servers and trading and stuff and quit. And And they'll have cycles of being motivated and all this stuff, and they get into doing it, and then over time it breaks them down, and then you see them quit, and it can bring some energy out of you as a person who is like around their journey. And this has happened to me especially a lot because I've been running this group for I don't even know how long anymore, but a long time. And like honestly, it takes some motivation out of like me as a person when I see like too many people do that. And it's like they're not messing up based off things like we're going over, like they're just doing too many random things and not sticking to what they know, you know, and then that's what kills them. It's not even that they're dumb. Like, it has nothing to do with being dumb. It is almost always to the fact of, like, did you stick to the system? Did you stick to the plan? Blah, blah, blah. And a lot of times they'll be like, nah, dude, and that's why I'm quitting, blah, blah, blah. And it really does demotivate you a little bit. So I'm beyond inspired today, thanks to Julian, Leland, Mel, any of you guys who have posted fibs and went over not just your gains. It's not, I don't give a fuck about the gains. Like, I really am happy to see you guys posting these fibs, posting a breakdown of a level and going, oh, well, look at the drawback of that then, or seeing the previous day high supply. I've been posting these same levels of demand and supply for probably about a year now. I don't know, probably a little less than that. But I've been going over them every single day. And I'm starting to see some of those results pop up in some of you where you're also seeing that as supply and you're looking for lower highs, as well as, okay, well, if it makes a new high, I need to see a higher low or a bullish retest. Like, knowing both sides of it, knowing that it's a seller area, but still understanding, like, okay, well, this is what bulls can do to invalidate that, you know? And I'm starting to see that a lot more in some of you. And it's really, really nice because it almost like just one or two of you doing very well or understanding something completely like erases all the other people quitting and just giving up on themselves, because it's like I can't force somebody to stay here, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to tell somebody, no, you need to stay here, you're definitely going to succeed. Well, I'm not going to do that. If someone doesn't want to be here, they don't have to be, you know? So I'm happy to see a lot of you guys continue to want to be here, as well as progressed through the struggles, progressed through the pain, progressed through the stress. Glad to see a lot of you guys kicking ass. But seriously, thank you. Glad to see a lot of you guys doing good, not just making gains. Again, I don't care about the gains. I'm just very happy to see you guys posting things you understand and then trying to stick to them. That's all I care about. Structure and stability. You guys are incredible, every single one of you. And if you're someone in here who's not progressing yet, wait your turn. You need more time. You need more reps. Give yourself some more time. Don't rush yourself. There we go. There's the final pick, top of that story, new low of day. So I saved this for you because this was one of my proudest. Dude, same, Julian. Honestly, like, I can't tell you the last time that I took a trade and didn't say anything, and then I look in the chat and like 9 of you did the same thing. I can't remember the last time. It's pretty normal for Leland or even Mel, because these are people I trade alongside a lot. It's pretty normal for them to be there. But it was nice seeing Sherman. It was nice seeing Julian. It was nice seeing Noxta. It was nice seeing all these guys in chat. It was nice seeing everybody take that without even realizing that you guys took the same trade as each other. Like, that's what I think is important too. Like, you all essentially did the same thing without even knowing you were all doing it. Like, not one of you were looking at each other's signals going, okay, is Sherman getting out of his trade yet? Do I stay in the trade? Do I get out? Do I stay in? Do I get out? Not knowing what to do. No, none of you did that. I didn't see one person in chat freak out going, what do I do next? So I'm very happy to see that. Good job, Mel, on your runner. I took 80% retest of open, just TP, back even on the day. Good job, Timmy. Jacko said your keyboard is annoying. So check charts again. It's kind of messy, but you'll be able to read it. Oh, my bad. I'll go to it now. Oh, okay. You were giving me like the full picture of everything. Okay, cool. No, dude, I read this perfectly. You draw just like I do. I love your arrows everywhere too, because it shows like that you're going for the right order of operation. I don't know if you've even seen this video or not, Julian, but the order of operations is kind of what you're doing. Doing things in the right order, right? Like on your highs right there, you had a note written talking about, you know, this should be bullish until proven otherwise, kind of thing. You know, this is a big resistance. If we break it, look for a bullish retest. If it breaks back under, look for lower highs for pullbacks. You know, even just getting a pullback down. So it's nice to see that you're looking for. What am I looking for again? It's nice to see that you're looking for not just the right price action, but in the right order. You know, it doesn't just go up. It goes up, sometimes makes a lower high, sometimes rallies. Like it's in order. It's never going to be backwards. But this video talks about that for anybody here who has not seen it yet. The order of operations talks about how you do things in order. So, but that's what you were doing, Julian. And honestly, that's why I was saying I was proud, because I could see you're doing things like in an order of, okay, well, it broke this. Okay, we need to see a higher low, or we need to see it get to this next target. It's never anything else. There's nothing else. There's only two variables in that. Oh, it broke that level? Okay, well, it either it re-breaks it again to the downside, or we see it reach the next one. That's it, right? So it's about navigating and reading the price action in between those levels. I can see you're doing that very well. Good job on your drawing, though. And no, that's not messy at all, man. I love how organized it looks, honestly. The movie ended. No, Mel, you gotta type this. The music is over. That's what you gotta say. If you guys have seen Margin Call, you know what I'm talking about. The sounds have stopped. Julian, make sure to review over that a bunch of times and enforce some of that confidence in yourself over time too. Make sure you tell yourself, you know what? This is the kind of stuff I need to limit myself to. If you can do that every single time, nobody can touch you. Nobody. We never got either of those. And we're still looking for the break under. We're still in range of my original plan, by the way. We haven't passed supply or the outside level, because this is where we open, so I was looking at the next level outside of it. We're still in between the first two areas that we started inside of. We're an hour and a half into it. Into the market. Take your time, Mel. No rush. I like what you're limiting yourself to. Good plan, good plan. Hope you're having a good day, Mel, outside of trading. 5 minute looks great. 80% entry of open. For downside, right? You're looking for downside. You might have to wait a second. If they pop the open here and get a little bit of ground underneath, it could be a very good sign of... Oh, never mind. They dojied on the 1 minute. That is also your first 30-minute candle close under. Now, I'm not saying a huge sell-off's coming fast, but you might get a pullback here over time going towards lunchtime. Which, again, it is already 11 New York time. I'd say within about the next 20, 30 minutes, their lunch hour starts. And the more I've talked to these New York Stock Exchange interns, the more I'm starting to learn that lunch is a lot longer than I thought. And I generally used to think that, and then I think someone told me I was crazy. But nah, their lunch is pretty damn long. They go from like 11:20, 11:30 all the way to like power hour sometimes. Some of those market makers do not come back during the middle of the day. That's a legit thing. So, I mean, and that's why I add to the pile of possible slowdown. So you might not get a fast pullback. Could be a slow just pull back down. But at the same time, if you get a fast one and then a retest, no reason for them to keep the pace slow. We'll see, though. Yeah, I'm going to pin that, Julian. Julian said, this was my proudest moment back on 12/20, and I saved it for you because you changed my life, and this was literally the day when I truly felt like I can do this. Being systematic and consistent with what I've been taught and keep it simple, stupid. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But still always a student to the market and forever humbled, because if I'm not, the market will humble my ass real quick. So thank you. Anytime, man. And honestly, I want to change the beginning. You said I changed your life. You changed your life, man. You did that. You're the one who took the initiative. You're the one who's taken the time. You're the one who's had the discipline. You're the one who's gone through the routine over and over again. So shout out to you, man. You changed your life, not me. You changed it. But I am happy to see you sticking alongside some of the guidelines we talk about. He said like 5 different sayings in there. He said being systematic and consistent. Keep it simple, stupid. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And also understanding that the market will humble you. As much as we all like to pretend we're smart and funny and cool, the market will humble you very quickly. The market doesn't care. Love that message, Julian. Seriously, thank you, man. You should put that in testimonials. Not that, but like your story, your journey. And honestly, this isn't... I should probably change the name of this channel. I don't mean it to be like a... Can you put this guy stuff here so we look cool? I don't mean it like that. Put things in here that... Put your journey in here. You know, what have you done up to this point? How has your journey been? Who have you learned from in here? Who have you had fun with? Name some people you know of. Go over your journey. What was the struggle like? What was some of the pain like? You know, and then talk about some of the progression. Talk about some of the positivity. Your journey. And I recommend anybody to go do that. Let us know. How has your journey been in BB up to this point? Sandollar confirming it. That's pretty cool though, Sandollar. Said, when I lived in New York City for 3 years, I bumped into Wall Streeters at lunch, 11 a.m. and even 2 p.m. for my late lunch breaks. We had our favorite diners to hang out at for lunch break. Yeah, no, I mean, I've been talking to those 2 dudes who are literally interns there more and more, and they tell me that stuff all the time now, and I'm like, okay, so we're not crazy. Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me. Like, if I was a dude who was that busy all the time and I was on Wall Street all the time, like, doing all that, I'd take a pretty sweet, convenient, relaxed lunch every day as well, knowing that your day is only halfway over. So I don't know. I could totally see why. Plus, some of those dudes have like FU money, so it's like whatever. I'll just get to it later. There's no like urgency to trade every single second. Again, guys, in case you did not hear earlier, officially yesterday we did tap the supply of all-time high. So that does not mean we hit all-time high. It means we hit the supply of the all-time high. I have a tweet on this. If you have a Twitter, if you want to go check it out, or X, whatever you call it, go check that out. But really awesome update. I'll be updating that a lot more. I'll be having that as one of my little feeds. I update more. Been updating Spy and Chat as well. So if you're already in Discord, you don't need to worry about it. But guys, I actually have to leave a little early. I have a few errands to run, but I do appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thank you guys for dropping a like on today's stream. Again, guys, shout out to you. I really am impressed with how many people are still joining these streams on the last week of the year. This is normally a very boring week for price action as well as, well, spectators of the market, like everybody here. Me, you guys. So seriously, shout out to you for still having the time and discipline to be here, as well as going over your game plans day to day, even if you're not trading. Even if you're not trading and you're still going through the motions, I'm super proud of you. Good on you, for real. Because there's no need to just give up on it randomly. But thank you guys for being here. Good trades. I think everybody had a great time with taking some trades in here today. Good job, Mel. Good job, Noxta. Good job, Sherman. Good job, Julian. Good job, anybody, honestly. Good job, Timmy, too. Timmy had a trade go against him, and then he took a really, really nice fib trade from that break, and now he's back even. You know, like, really good recovery without really thinking about it. I like to see that just kind of nonchalant recovery. But good job, everybody in here. Seriously, spread that positivity, spread that love. Keep it positive in here. Keep working your ass off. Keep being your own disciplinary. But guys, I'll see you later on. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the Discord. Make sure to go message in there, drop some updates, let us know how your day is going.